Welcome to Rapid Fire Reviews, where we have a look at selected sneakers, see their key features, and wonder whether they're worth going for or whether you should move on to the next one. This video is brought to you by Rapid Restocks. Rapid Restocks is a Discord-based community group that helps you with the right information to get your hands on the most limited sneakers, clothing, and more. Rapid Restocks is an active community helping each other to get their hands on these exclusive items and give you all the tools you need to be in the right place at the right time. There are different memberships available, so I would definitely go over to their website at rapidrestocks.com to find out more information, and I will leave some more details in the description down below. My name's Ty, welcome to Ty Kix. It's been a long time and I haven't done a sneaker review for absolutely ages. Lots of reasons for why, but we won't get into that today. So thank you for dropping back to Ty Kix. It's been some time and I've been absolutely desperate to get some reviews out for you guys. And we've got a really good one for you in this. This is the New Balance XC72 in collaboration with End Clothing. So before we open the box, let's go over what that particular collaboration was. So End Clothing are a UK-based sneaker store and clothing store. They decided they were going to collaborate with New Balance on an XC72 model. Now, the XC72 model is a little bit interesting. It's very different to your traditional New Balance in many, many ways. And I've never picked one up before, and I was really interested to pick this particular pair up because they did two different colorways in this particular pack, which was called the Art of Nothing collection. Priced at 125 UK pounds, this particular collaboration wasn't too crazy when it came to pricing. And to me, this was my favourite pair. I put my name into the raffle with End, and for the first time in a long time, I managed to win. So we've got them here. They come in this quite traditional New Balance box, and particularly for the more sort of casual wear New Balance. And I picked these up in a UK 9.5. They are, as far as I'm concerned, a true to size shoe. It can feel quite big on foot in terms of its overall aesthetic, but actually it's no different sizing wise to the 327. So that as a decent guide hopefully will allow you to make the decision, but I would never say to buy a shoe if you can try them on first. I would 100% say try them on, and if you can try them on, you'll have obviously a better chance of making sure they fit you really well. Inside the box, we are greeted to the New Balance tissue paper that is just white with New Balance printed quite faintly in grey. And one thing that I was quite surprised with, and I don't know why I'm surprised, is that I was kind of greeted by this cool little candle in the shape of the XC72, which is pretty cool. I kind of like it. It's a really, really nice little addition, just a token gesture. And we've been seeing a lot of sneaker candles doing the rounds, and this is just so dinky and cute. It will burn out pretty quickly, so I might save it for another time. So these are the XC72 Art of Nothing collaboration with End Clothing. And the overall aesthetics of the shoe, like I said, are quite wild. You've got, on this particular pair, this really kind of hairy, furry suede that runs all the way around the front of the toe box and into the New Balance oversized N logo and into the heel counter region. You have got such an amazing layering of this particular suede as well that it just screams quality. It's got some really high quality suede. There's some short suede that sits around where the eyelets are for where the laces thread through, but the majority of this suede from the toe box through to the sides and into the lateral side and medial sides are this long furry suede. This is the first time that I've ever picked up this particular model of shoe. Now I know they brought out a Casablanca edition and they've brought out just normal versions of this from New Balance, but with this one they had this version in this particular colorway, and then you had another one that had a gum sole and a slightly darker upper. Now I'll place a picture of that just up here. But I wanted to go for these. These look clean. These look great for summer. Definitely one that I had my eye on, and I know they were pretty tricky to get your hands on considering they only released through End Clothing directly. Now, I'm not saying that they're the biggest limited edition sneaker of the year by any stretch of the imagination, but for a shoe that aesthetically has some amazing kind of differences to the traditional versions of the XC72, I really wanted to see it firsthand close up. One of the key ones that I really like is this really open mesh. It's really open, and you can see it really like almost like I can see the light shining through it. It's not particularly thick, but it is padded. It runs through the center of the toe box of this shoe as well, and either side of the bottom area of the lacing, into the medial and lateral sides and behind the New Balance logo. Now, there isn't any kind of New Balance logo stitched into the rear of the shoe itself on the heel counter portion, which is a little bit different to the 327 and other New Balance models. This is pretty plain, and the color is a bit of a cream color. It is a little bit off-white, but I would definitely say it's more cream than white overall. The laces are a cream colour, and they do come with an additional pair of grey laces if you want to relace them and have a slightly different look to somebody else that might have a pair. The ends of the laces have got branding too that say End in grey, which is a really nice touch. The oversized New Balance logo is on the outside and inside of the shoe, and we also have some New Balance branding on the underside of the sole. This sole's really interesting as well. The undersole rubber is exceptionally thick and has some quite radical traction design. On the outside of the shoe, on this sort of portion, it rides up through the toe box really high, giving it a really aggressive look, and the traction itself is almost quite jagged and spiky in a way. Now, not in any way functional for any reason in terms of like running or anything, definitely just for aesthetic purposes only. But the divide line on the underside, this grey divide line, kind of moves over to more of a traditional kind of waffle style sole that again rides up onto the toe box on the inside of the shoe. Very similar to the 327 in that regards for the type of traction tread design that there is on the inner side of the shoe. Moving back onto the sole region of the shoe, you've got this foam that is basically a proprietary New Balance foam that is quite wide from a visual standpoint. If you look from the rear of the heel area, it does sort of flare out pretty wide, and then eventually narrow in as it gets to the mid part of your foot. And it is pretty cushiony and it is quite soft. And as you kind of go above the midsole region, you've then got this kind of rear guard area with a kind of wavy design. And this is all rubber. So this is quite a tough rubber edging that sits around the back part of the shoe running into the midfoot. And it also does that same thing on the inside of the shoe. Looking through the top, the tongue is quite a nice padded cream nylon material with the New Balance branding on that tongue area as well, stitched in a grey. And nowhere does it say on this particular shoe the XC72 branding at all. The insole has the New Balance logo and it has the End logo as well in grey. The insoles are just a basic foam padded insole that will give you a decent amount of cushioning on top of the midsole, but it's nothing special. There's no Ortholite or anything like that. It is very much just a New Balance basic foam insole. I know not everybody is a huge fan of the XC72 model in New Balance, because New Balance have been killing it for quite some time over the last year and a half, and they wanted to kind of mix it up with a 70s style aesthetic and sort of modern aesthetic. So I'd like to kind of read you what New Balance says about the XC72. The new XC72 pushes its classic sources of inspiration even further into unexplored territory. With a time-bending design inspired by the speculative technological optimism of the 70s concept cars, distinctive traction outsole patterns and angular features are employed to give the familiar low-cut sleekness of the era's running shoes an aggressive, experimental edge. The XC72 is the future that the past dreamed about come to life. Now, with that being said, I think it's only right to have a look at these shoes on feet. And that is it. Thank you guys for watching this review of the XC72 Art of Nothing collaboration with New Balance and End Clothing. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell button so you know when new videos drop. I'm really hoping to get round to doing some more reviews throughout 2022, and I appreciate any of you guys coming back to the channel after a little bit of a hiatus. It's been a while, I know, and I will endeavour to be doing more in the near future, and I'll see you soon for another video. Welcome to Rapid Fire Reviews, your one-stop place for finding out whether sneakers are crap or they're amazing. And that was it. Thank you guys for watching Ty Kix for another review